Good evening, everyone. My name is Ed. Welcome to my channel, and we are locked in for tonight. We're going to recap the Big Brother 27 season. We've crowned a champion. We're going to talk about how that came about, how we got there, if we're happy with our champion, any criticisms we might have. I think we can talk about some aftermath of coming out of the house, and maybe even touch on some other reality shows that are going on. Before we dive too deep, though, let's bring in the panel. And I guess we'll start with always, since we've got our full panel back again, ladies and gentlemen. So, and others. So let's bring in the panel. We'll start with my co-host, Lisa.
Yes. Hi, everybody. I'm so happy to be back. I'm so happy we're all here together. And I'm so happy the season's over. But I'm not happy that this is our last one. So let's make it a good one, guys. Can't wait.
D.
Well, we're going to talk about our favorite moments in the year and the season, sorry. I guess, points and a lot of bloopers, and throw some bloopers in there. And it's a great season, personally.
All right. Colleen.
Hello, fellow house guests. And this is our last one for this season. It's been an interesting, drama-filled season. So let's have fun in our review.
All right, let's do that. And joining me in the engineering booth, as always, my favorite kitty.
Meow. Meow. We end the season with a social game. So looking forward to talk about it. And the end of the season and the end of this series of podcasts.
All right. Okay, so what a season indeed. I guess we should start by recapping what happened in our finale, how we came about crowning a champion, and what our thoughts are regarding it. I guess we'll start with last Sunday. They shot the finale of Big Brother, and it was down to the final three, and they include Vince, the front runner, Morgan, and probably the third of the three, or at least going in thinking that anyway, Ashley. So there's our final three. And as always in Big Brother, they have a 3-part final head of household competition, whereas the first three are in an endurance comp where they have to basically hold on for dear life. And we are given a champion of round one, which is, of course, none other than the athlete, the one, the icon, Morgan. Anybody?
It was a painful comp. Like, just looking at them, the hang for your life while the things are spinning around. Like, I don't do well with spinning anything. So props to all of them for holding on, and to Morgan for taking the win.
Yeah, I wasn't surprised at all after seeing what the comp was going to be and knowing who was going to be participating. To me, it was going to be clear that Morgan was going to win this, and she did. Does anybody else have any thoughts on that first part?
Oh, that was hard. It's like holding a plank in a tornado. I don't know how they even did it for that long.
Yeah.
Okay. So we move on to part two then. That leaves the two persons that didn't win part one, Vince and Ashley, to compete against each other in part two. And this time, when going head to head, we are crowned a winner, and it is Ashley. Ashley goes ahead against Vince and takes him on the one-on-one. Any thoughts on Ashley and how she fared against Vince? And speaking of Vince, how he, kind of really broke down after the competition. If you remember, if I don't know if you saw Reindeer Games, but this was similar to the one that Brittany and or not, was it Brittany? Yeah, Nicole.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Nicole.
Yes.
No, you were right. You were right. It's Brittany.
Brittany and
Well,
Nicole.
what I was thinking about
head to
that
head.
is
Not
Vince had just
Nicole.
lost.
Not Nicole.
Oh, it was not Nicole. It was
It was a
Brittany.
man.
Okay.
It was a man.
Josh or
Vince-
some. No, not Josh. but-
Vince had lost focus in that it was
Xavier.
a thing. It was a thing
Xavier.
about. It was
Oh,
a thing
okay.
about reading instructions, and him and Ashley both. At first, they both had sort of interpreted it wrong. But the difference between the two, I would say, is that, Vince was way ahead, right? And he kept getting it wrong and getting it wrong. And he's like, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? But he was getting so upset that he was panicking and not thinking about looking at what it was he could be doing wrong. Whereas Ashley was like,
Hang on.
I gotta
Yeah.
figure out what I'm doing wrong. So she goes back and reads it, right? And it
Yeah.
clicks for her. Whereas I just felt Vince was feeling the pressure of that moment. And he's just like, this is right, this is right, this is right. And he wasn't stopping to think about what could be wrong. He was so sure that he was doing everything correctly.
Yeah.
And then he imploded, right? Because he imploded when she won, which I get. Stress of the moment. He's like, because then he was at the mercy, right, of whatever, to see if he'd get in the final two.
Mm-hmm.
All that was just going through his head, in that moment. And
Yeah,
that
was
was a tricky
painful.
one.
That was so
Yeah.
painful to watch. No matter oh my
Yeah.
goodness. And just to see that moment of enlightenment that Ashley had, she was like, oh, this is it. And you're just like, okay,
Yes.
Vince, come on, figure it out, Vince. No.
The other
And
funny
like
thing
Ed
was
said, he broke.
Yeah.
He curled up into a little potato bug ball, and
yes.
Morgan was holding
I
him
was saying,
in her arms.
that was the other funny thing, was watching Morgan and Frankie off to the side.
Oh yeah.
And it's occurring to them too, where they both looked at each other and they're like, oh, it's the order. Like, it sort of almost hit everybody at once.
Yeah.
What the instruction was.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just
You never want to see a competition that, like, you always want to see more of a head-to-head style, but I guess for Vince fans, it was so painful, and for Vince haters, it was like, yes.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You could hear it.
Okay,
Like,
so
you could
even
definitely. Oh, so you can go ahead.
no, I was just saying that even though Vince had won the first part of the physical part of the competition to give him such a big cushion and lead, misreading the clue and not applying it to the game with all that big time that he had is what ended up costing him. And it wasn't anything. And Ashley doing exactly the opposite. Also, finally catching up, doing the same thing Vince did, seeing that it wasn't correct. Rereading the clue is the thing that really put her over the top there. Rereading the clue, understanding what the clue, the comprehension of what the clue was telling her, and then applying it, and it all clicked, snapped together, because she did everything. When she finally caught up, she did everything Vince did. So
exactly.
what more can I do? Let's reread this clue. And that's always a good rule. That's in Survivor, in Amazing Race, and all of the other competitions.
Well,
To
that's
make sure
true.
you understand
Yeah.
your clue, because that I've seen too many times where misinterpreting your clue is what
Right.
Yeah.
On all the shows, you're correct. Yes.
But credit to Ashley for following
Oh,
the rule
definitely.
of
Yes.
reading the clue, understanding
Definitely.
it, and knowing the answers to what
Oh, definitely.
needed to be done. She
Yeah.
beat Vince, and I can understand how hard it was for him. But at the end of the day, it's all on him. Ashley did not do anything to Vince.
He
Ashley,
had 20 minutes to
That-
pick it up and read
that's
it. And I
right.
get that the pressure of the moment, the fact that it's final three, it's the second comp, I get that it's a lot of pressure. And he was essentially spiraling. Like you can clearly see, like
Oh,
when they
yeah.
show the competition,
Oh,
he
yeah.
was just like
Yep.
not understanding. I studied my days. What is going on?
Yes.
And I think it might have been that they were
feel it.
studying the days so hard, like so much, that when reading just like at a first glance the instructions, it's kind of like they
Right.
default to the days because that
You
was
just
what they
assume.
studied. But I think was a competition not too long ago as well, the one that Morgan won
Right.
of this sliding things. So
And kinda
yeah,
like
I
you
can
were-
see how that happens, but I
And kind of
think
like you were
reading
saying,
instructions
Ed,
is very
with
important.
the instructions, one of the things that was reminding me of when you were talking about the instructions and how important it is was I guess this was an instruction based, but it kind of reminded me of the Riley one. I don't know if you guys recall, but the one where Riley lost
Rolling
the
the ball.
blockbuster
Yeah.
was I think he didn't seem to understand because remember it was about who was going to get the ball down the ramp first or something. I vaguely remember. I just remember that it didn't seem like he understood, like he pushed the bell when he wasn't gonna win by pushing that bell instead of trying again when he had so many seconds left. Anyway, I just think a lot of times they aren't interpreting or understanding correctly, and yeah, it's on them, but I'm just saying I feel like you're right, Ed, that happens a lot where it comes down to not actually understanding what it is, what the goal is.
I mean, last season didn't Tucker lose that last arena because he did not
Yeah.
understand what was the
Right.
he's
Yeah,
supposed to
You're
do.
right.
He was building it in the mirror.
The
He was
wrong-
building it-
yeah.
Right. That's good. That's right, Meow. Yes.
So it
So
happens.
it
It
seems to
happens. It's
happen.
unfortunate.
It happens
but,
a lot, but you really
it
gotta
happens.
focus, and I do think sleep plays into that. If you're more calm or rested in your mind, I just think a lot of these players are just so like either stressed or just kind of taking things for granted or whatever before they go into these comps, and not just like and not to jump ahead, but even like the one with Keanu and Vince and that sword thing, like you're not focused. You need to be focused each
Yeah.
time you go in there. It doesn't matter how stupid the game seems, or you think it's silly, or you think you got it in the bag. You need to come focused and prepared every time for every comp. You know what I mean? If you want that money at the end. And a lot of times I don't feel these players were. I mean, just in general. So yeah, it's a good point though about the reading of instructions and paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
Well, speaking of focused, we end up with because of the events that and the way they transpired, we end up with Ashley and Morgan competing in the third phase of the final HOH to determine who will be evicted from the house, who will be sitting in final two, and who will be pleading their case to the jury. It's this is the moment that that every Big Brother player that enters the house waits for. This showdown at final HOH. And it's Morgan, who's been winning comps all season long. She's proven herself to be a worthy opponent, not only socially, but strategically and physically, right? She's the full package. And we have Ashley, who has navigated the game as probably as well socially as you're going to be able to do. she did it just right because she wasn't, so irrelevant that she was disposable, but she wasn't so liked that she became a target. So she really played that middle extremely well, and
That she did, yeah.
yeah, and her social game was just amazing. And to see the both of them go head to head in the finale, I was hoping for something more. But when it came to the questions of two truths and a lie, this is how well do you know your house guests? And
Yeah.
it turns out that Morgan, as social as she was, and as well as she navigated the house, she didn't know her fellow house guests as well as Ashley did. It was
Yeah.
even close.
No,
Anyone
I have
want
an
to
answer
I
for
comment
think it's the
that.
on?
shortest
have-
competition of the sort.
I have an answer for that.
Please.
Mr. Vince kept her up so late that she was deprived of sleep,
Oh,
and that's what happened when you're deprived of sleep. People, simple question that you usually know, it's blank. It goes blank. You could see in her face that she was like, hasn't slept much, and I think Vince did it on purpose to keep her awake for a while.
Yeah, I have heard theories that Vince might have kept her up precisely so that she's sleep deprived because he knows that Ashley would take him, but Morgan probably would cut him. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Vince
Now,
was
whether that's
working.
true or whether Vince just was genuinely still distressed and could not sleep all night and just needed Morgan's reassurance, we don't know. But it is a theory that has been circulating.
Yeah.
And
Well, I
I
think
guess it
they'd
worked
already
out because
been.
Ashley won.
Yeah, right. But yeah, they've been staying up all night for a long time. So I do see that, like, I could see that maybe it was just normal, but also like he's hurting himself every
Yeah.
night he's staying awake. Or look what happened to him the day before.
Yeah, that
Right.
is
So
self-sabotage to a T, which is
and
kind of
I
sad to
also,
see.
right. And I, like you just said, that self-sabotage, I wouldn't put it past that was also part of his unintentional strategy, like how he is in his everyday life.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
Right.
it's very possible he could be a self-sabotager in real life.
Oh, for sure.
Look
For
at
sure.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
That's
so
what I mean. Like, I don't see him manipulating actively, intentionally. I see
oh
that he's always acted that way, and
well,
it's always got him by, and not really pissed anyone off because they don't talk to each other about it. But I don't think he was actively like, you know what I mean? I think he honestly is like that. I think he's a wuss in real life.
Yeah.
so I'm going to put up Ashley because Ashley beats Morgan in a no contest
Yes.
in the final HOH. She wins the competition that she needed to win. She becomes the final winner. She wins an HOH. I think she got a veto or a blockbuster win. It was one or the other in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
So you got a little bit of comp prowess behind you. You've navigated the game about as well socially as you can do it, and strategically, I guess I didn't really see so much as far as are you driving the next person to go out, but you definitely were able to. She definitely was able to save herself when it came to between her and I mean, she convinced people to vote out Will over her somehow. I don't.
Yeah.
How do you do that at that stage of the game? How do you do that?
Yeah.
But she did. And that's what I mean. You have to look at it. I mean, she played it well. People bought into the persona that she was putting on, and she was able to sustain it for a long time. And I don't
And
know.
not only
It's
that,
very impressive. Go ahead, Meow.
not only that, but what really, 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 what I really like about Ashley, and it's that everything was intentional. Like everything was calculated. She all of the, I remember at the beginning of the season, we were talking about like Ashley putting her foot in her mouth, or sometimes saying things or doing things that were kind of sometimes rubbing people a little off. And we were discussing like, is she doing it on purpose, or is she just unaware? Does she like have no awareness of what is happening? And it was really, really refreshing to know, like, obviously in her speech and everything, and now that she's out in the interviews and everything, that all of those little things uh were intentional. Like, it was
Yep,
part
they
of her
were
game to
calculated.
create those
Wow.
little fires here and there, to like irritate a little people, but at the same time not too much. Like navigating that line, I just like that her game was that intentional, and that she was able to advocate for it as well. So props to her.
Well,
And
she's
hey, yes.
well, she's
She's on the
she's
show.
definitely left with a big decision whether to take Morgan or to take Vince in the final, because the chances are, she probably, at least in this moment, to me, she doesn't probably win against either one of them. She has a better chance against Vince, only in that he doesn't have any votes in the jury. And we've already touched on this earlier. That he kind of burned. I mean, Keanu kept begging to work with him over and over, to the point where there was no more to do. I mean, Vince put him up and he got voted out. I mean, and that was after having been put up 3 times before and surviving. So he was still willing, but then he burned everyone on the way out. So there wasn't any way he was going to get any votes. So Ashley,
so for Ashley, it was a no-brainer.
She had the hard part was having to, tell Morgan to her face that though you're deserving, though you played this game wonderfully, though you at least deserve second place money, I can't give you any of that. So I'm sorry. And that's tough, bro, right? She said that was her best friend in the house. But she made it look easy. So there you go. So anybody, so we get to the final then, where she picks Vince, and the two of them then have to sit side by side and plead their case.
Yeah. Head to head.
So anybody want to talk about how this started off then? I mean, they all had questions to be asked, and they both had an approach to how they wanted to handle the jury.
And while I'm going into this, before we talk about the details, I probably said it before in the weeks previous, that I just wish a Big Brother finale, like for as long as the game goes on for 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 11 weeks or whatever, 12 weeks, whatever it is. They should have a question period, more like Survivor, like an open discussion where even the host poses questions and throws in things and asks people about each other.
Jeff Probst style. Yeah.
Because it can't be a real jury if they're not listening to the players, if they're just talking about their own perspectives in the jury house for as little as they're even allowed to talk about it. Like, I wish, not that it would change this outcome, because my point is that they already knew they weren't voting for Vince to win.
Yes.
That's what
right? So not even in his defense, I'm glad he didn't win. Let's just put that out there right away before the haters come chomping at me.
You didn't want Vince to win?
Well, not really. Like, out of the 3 that were there, I do say, and I will say it loud and clear, that he played more than anybody else. Morgan played as well, but he played as well too.
Yeah.
Like, he played more than Ashley did. Like, Ashley, we already talked about her strategy part wasn't really there, right? And
I will disagree, actually.
The social part, I think she did a great job at not having people dislike her. She was good in everyone's books, right? She was a great friend, fun to hang out with, easy to chill with.
Yes.
but like strategically, and that her strategy was to not win. So that's a good strategy. I'm down for that too.
But he was also planting seeds in people's
I don't
heads to
know.
not only save herself, but to like
That
push
one
for
time with
evicting
Ava, was
someone or
it?
saving someone.
Yeah, I think a lot of people were on the similar pages. So it wasn't just her leading the pack or saying, "I've got an
Obviously, it was not
idea."
just her, but like she was
So
also like
that's
she was doing things behind the scenes. It just wasn't so
mm,
flashy in the sense that she wasn't winning comps, getting HOHs or vetoes. And I think that's impressive that she got to not only to got this far without needing all of that. Besides that initial veto that she needed to save herself,
well, so did
but like you
Angela.
say, convincing everyone that she can stay over Will, convincing everyone, oh, he's a big threat because he's so liked. He's gonna get all the votes. Like the fact that she was able to save herself even when she was on the block without the veto, plant seeds here and there, helping. Well, usually like at the beginning it was kind of with the Rachel group, people say, into moving the evictions. But I
So
I
we're
do
would
not
think
going to
say,
admit that anything was mediocre.
I mean, okay, to be fair, let's
That's what
remember
I'm
that
saying.
this
Like,
season
I'm glad
doesn't
she
have the
won.
best players. Like, but for the
Exactly.
for
So
the
we can't
handful
put
of
people on
players we
pedestals
have,
here. I get it. I'm so happy she won out of the final four. Out of all the final four, I'm
yeah,
so happy that Ashley won.
what I wanted to
yeah.
Besides
get at though
Tanya.
is that yes, Vince played hard. Morgan also played hard, but Vince didn't necessarily play with intention. He was really just
Yeah.
panicking and saving himself as much as he could, like just like you said earlier, Lisa, like he was probably not manipulating everyone on purpose all the time. A lot of the
Yeah.
times it's just like
It's
his
just he had to make a lot of
instinctual way
decisions.
of like getting by, of like, oh, I'm so sorry, please
Remember,
forgive me,
remember
and
all
then
the time he
stabbing
kept
them in the
saying
back,
he was
like.
getting irritated with how many
Yeah.
decisions he had to make. He's like, I always have to make decisions.
Yeah,
It
like
was like
none of
driving
it,
him crazy. Like,
It
and
was
none of
more
it was
stressful to
strategic.
me.
Like the guy, like Ashley had more of a strategy than Vince had. Like all he was doing is winging it, and he said it. Like I'm winging
Mm.
it at this point. So like strategy from Vince, no.
I would, I would say, I would say a big thing that helped Ashley though too is honestly, if we're being fair, I think something that helped her a lot was she got close to Rachel.
Oh yeah, that was a good choice.
Rachel was first up in jury. So of course, whoever Rachel likes, everyone else is gonna be like, yeah, we like too. I mean, a lot of it. I'm just saying, I know that played into it. The whole Rachel aspect helped Ashley
Yeah, I've
a
never
lot.
said that Ashley like didn't deserve to win, but I know that's what this gets twisted into right away. Only
Yeah.
because I don't fangirl about like she did what she did and she deserved to be in that final chair for what she did in the last two
Yeah.
weeks, right? And for being awesome in everybody's books before that. So I totally agree with that stuff. I'm just saying when I hear commentating that's just like praise and praise and praise and amazing and this and that. It's like, where's the mastermind? Where's this? Where's like, yeah, it was a dull season in that sense. I'm glad they all felt like they were playing a game and they still feel like they're playing a game,
Yeah.
clearly. But
Exactly.
yeah, it's just like I can see that. Like I'm happy she won, but for the people that were left, for sure, she deserved it out of those people.
If I was Vince, I'd have played it more the thing like, not only did he, get an HOH over one of the big wigs in the game, right, Keanu? But he also won that comp that's like the big coveted comp every season, which is the wall comp, right? Like that's a big resume thing,
Well, yeah,
I
he
would
made a
think.
ton of
But
mistakes.
like he didn't even tout it very much. Like I would have been like, damn, the wall comp. I got the wall comp over, if I was, I would have, I don't know. I would have gone with that, like, oh, these athletes like Morgan and I beat them. Do you know what I mean? Like I'd have tooted my own horn like that.
Yeah, it was too
But
late for him to do
yeah,
anything.
yeah, I think so too. I
He
do.
dug his hole and couldn't climb out of it.
Too
Yeah,
little,
I
too
don't think
late.
anything he would have done would have made a difference, honestly.
Yeah.
No, he would have lost against either of them. So
Yeah,
and it proved to be true, because after it was all said and done, we have a vote of the 7 jurors. We have a vote on who is going to be the champion between Ashley and Vince, and it's not even close,
Yeah.
right?
no.
6
really
to
quick,
1.
Can I interject on something on that? That I mean, I know I'm gonna get hate on this too. I have an issue with. That's what I have an issue with. Unlike Survivor, say as an example, I have an issue with that third person always, right? We're like, okay, you have all the jury. Now, all these jury people, they've all talked to, they've all, you know where I'm going with this? They've all talked together and all that stuff, right? Because now you guys could say I'm full of it and I could be full of it. But it does strike me that the one person, now she could claim it was a sympathy vote. I'm not sure I'm buying this, but I'm going to tell you this. I said people are going to hate me for this. The person that voted for Vince was the person who didn't have the benefit of this interaction with all the others. Like,
That's
you know,
true.
she
That's
just
happened
goes,
in the
do you know
past.
what I'm saying? She just goes right out there and then she listens to the speeches and she votes. And I'm just saying in any season, that
Yeah,
person
but
just votes where everyone else has discussed almost ahead of time. Like my theory, I cannot prove it, is they knew how they were going to vote in every scenario. They all, to me, I feel like they all grouped together and said, if it's Morgan versus Vince, we're doing this. If it's Morgan versus Ashley, if it's da-da-da. Like, I feel like they sourced out each ending and they knew what they were going to do. Instead of like, the thing that bugs me about that is then it almost makes the speeches useless.
Well, because it's
Like,
a
you almost think he
consensus,
doesn't want to go, why
right?
should I bother? You guys have already decided. Do you know what I
Well,
mean?
do you
I
think
don't
that
know.
was the
Well,
case this season?
I do think so. I
I
do.
think
Really?
that
I
was
So
think
the
they
you
all
don't
basis.
think
decided ahead of time.
you don't think it had anything to do with what Ashley said that let her
No.
win the
No,
game?
I really don't, to be honest. I mean, she said good stuff, but I think they had already made up their mind on each scenario, whereas Morgan wouldn't have been a part of those discussions. I'm not saying she didn't give him a sympathy vote. I tend to think she did not. I tend to think that she just, you know, they were a couple in whatever sense of the word you want to say. They were twosome, right, till the end. And I just feel like, you know, but had she had jury time with the other jurors, she may have also voted for Ashley and just been like, oh, everyone else is going to do it, so I'm going to do it. Do you know what I
Sure.
mean?
Of course.
Like, I don't like that. I wish they would give time for that third runner-up person to also interact. It's like everybody's on the same playing field. Do you know what I mean? I
Yeah.
don't like that
Do
they
you think
just
the
like,
jurors should be sequestered?
I
I
do.
don't
This is the other
know.
thing. Okay, real quick, since I'm down this road, and I'm sorry, yeah, I don't mean to interrupt. I'll let you talk, I promise. But no, but now that it's on my mind, Ed,
Well,
because you
eventually I like to talk too.
oh yes, I promise you. Let me just get this out. Let me just get this out, or I'll forget, because it's along the lines of what you just said, Ed. We're gonna open this Pandora's box. You know, at the beginning, these first seasons, right? Before, especially the seasons before social media, like we've always had the lives and stuff, but I'm talking social media, like the Twitters and the interviews and all the things, right? Karen Thar, Drawn, all the people, right? Um, I don't think this part also bugs me. I really don't think, and they could hold off on this. I don't think they should be doing interviews, even during the jury, like the jury people. Obviously, the people that aren't in the jury, no big deal. The
Oh,
people
you
that are
mean
in the
them being
jury,
questioned?
yes, I do not believe they should be doing these interviews with questions, because now you guys can say, because I know I've thought about this, would be like, oh, well, they submit questions ahead of time to make sure there's no bias. Do you know what? That's not true. I mean, as far as just in the questions you ask, you're giving a bias. Not that things wouldn't have ended up the same anyways, but let me give you an example. You guys will hate me for this. We're like, you know, whether it's Rachel or whether it's Will or whoever, like we'll give Will for an example, right? Or it's like the questions, the approved ahead of time questions, like, you know, what did you think about, Vince and Morgan, whatever? Like there's already an implied thing in the question. So
Okay.
it makes the person who's going to jury then go, like, let's say they didn't see something ahead of time. Like people were saying with Riley, they didn't realize how hated he was because in the house they didn't feel that, right? So,
Right.
but like if you ask a question and you're like, what did you think about Riley's interactions with Catherine on such, like, you are already the person's thinking, why is there something about that? Should I be thinking, you know what I mean?
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
just
I could
saying
see
in
that.
these questions, how they are already just having questions, there's already implications in the question that it's something you should be thinking about. In other
Okay.
words, Ed, you're right. I think they should be sequestered in the whole sense of the term. Not that, oh, okay, before we go to the house, let's have, 3 podcasters with pre-approved questions interview us. No, I do not believe that should be happening because they should not be talking to anybody but being in the house and themselves. Like, I don't think this question thing, I don't like what it introduces into it because I just think it introduces an element that does taint the jury. I mean, the outcome, like I said, the outcome may have been the same, but I do believe doing that takes away the whole sequester thing for me, because then you really aren't sequestered because you're saying all that, you're getting asked questions that obviously have different angles to them. I don't know. That's my thoughts on it, and I'm sorry to take so long. Go ahead.
Fair enough, but then that would mean that the last juror, like the final 3, in this case Morgan, is quote unquote the least tainted juror since he's just
Yes.
out of the house and straight to voting,
I do
like not
Exactly.
even
believe that.
having the
That's
time
correct.
to talk with the others.
That's correct. I
So
believe that. I believe she was the least tainted. I exactly believe that. And then you wouldn't, yeah. Anyways, yeah, I exactly
but then you say you
believe
want
that.
to give her time to talk with the others.
No, well, I
If
would say
it's
you're
all or
gonna
nothing,
yeah,
right?
it's all or nothing. Yeah, I mean, I would prefer that be not the case. But if you're gonna do how you're doing it, then they all need to be on the same page. Do you know what I mean? Like one person, it shouldn't be treated different. Like, but I would prefer all of them be sequestered as they come out, all of them, and that way, what I mean to say is that way, they all are on the same page. Because, like, for in other words, okay, like for example, Morgan didn't get the interview, right? Like, let's say Morgan was the second person in the house. Well, she would have already have talked to Rob has a podcast and this person and that person. So she would already be knowing the angling of what people are thinking. And that shouldn't be introduced into it. It should be only the people themselves that were in the house. Like, without outside influence. That's just my feeling on it. Like they do on Survivor, right?
I do still think that she would have voted for Vince, though. They were just too close up until the end. And
Right.
yeah.
But what I mean to say by that then is, and I'm not defending him, but on that same token, if that was the case with all of them, they were all sequestered, I'll bet you Vince would have gotten a couple of those. I don't believe he would have won,
Well,
but I'm saying it wouldn't have been all
From
votes
who?
for the
I
From
one.
did
who?
see
Yeah,
Ava
from
Who
I'm
was going to vote
curious.
for him?
Ava was nodding her head through his whole speech. She was agreeing with everything that he said. And there were
Yeah.
a couple other people who made some head nods like, yeah, that's
But I feel like
true.
they already decided what they were going to write on the
Yeah,
paper.
exactly.
Well, give me 3 more people then.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
I'll
give
watch
me
it back.
A
Morgan.
lot of people might have
Say
just done it.
Morgan, because she already
Well,
actually did vote for him.
I know
Yeah.
about the social game, but some people, even a Lauren or something, even though she was burned, she might have said, you know what?
Oh,
I'm gonna base my decision based on, HOHs and whatever. And I thought he had to make a lot of decisions. I'm just
okay.
saying it might have changed the vote of a Kelly or a Lauren.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just saying, in all fairness, it's like a
I agree
jury.
with Cass. Eve at least was not voting Vince. She has been against Vince the whole season.
But it's like,
Well,
but
I'm
it's like
just
if you
saying
have
she
a
agreed
jury.
with his speech and still didn't vote for him, even though she agreed with everything he said.
Sure.
Right?
You
So I'm
have a
just saying they already knew. It's not that he had a chance. I'm not saying he was whatever.
Right.
They already knew
I
who
just
they
think
were
they
voting
shouldn't call
for.
it sequester because I don't get the point of the sequester when you're talking to outside people. That's
Well, the
really not
problem is,
I
sequester.
too,
still
you
don't
can't
think that
sequester them
that
because
had
it's
like
one a
just
week,
speaking
right?
of
It's,
this season, I don't think that had that much of an influence on this particular finale because Ashley, from the producer side at least, she was under editing the episodes. Like she
Yeah.
was barely present until the very end, and that's why a lot of the casuals are like, "Why did she win? We don't
Yeah.
get." We don't like it.
yeah,
And
it's
that's
a lot of the
because
live
the
feeders too.
production side was not exactly for her. So from that side, like when they were vetting questions, obviously there's always going to be bias in questions and whatnot. So
That's why they shouldn't ask
technically,
them.
wouldn't
They
the
should
bias
not
have been
ask them.
like in favor of Vince and Morgan, whatever productions that the
Well, they kept
whatever
being
questions that
asked about.
production let pass? So
But they shouldn't. They
just
shouldn't
to
be
say
asking
that
any
when you
questions. It
have
should
a
be
bitter jury management, like again, social game, like Big Brother is a social game. It is a big component, and if you burn so many people
well,
to the
it's
point
a
that they are
component.
like
Yes, I
bitter
think.
at you, mad at you,
But the
of
game's
course
supposed
you're
to
not gonna
be
get
all
votes.
of
And
it.
I don't think that
But the
depends on
game's
whether
supposed to
they
be
ask
all
you
of it,
questions or
right?
whether they talk together.
Yeah,
Like
but
I don't
The
know. Like
game's
this
supposed
season,
to
I
be.
feel like the result was already written just because of how Vince
Yeah,
played versus Ashley.
I just don't think so though, because here's the thing, and this you guys are going to hate me for this opinion, but like, okay, even Rachel said, she said, I'm going to vote, and she has every right. Obviously, she was going to vote for Ashley. They were friends, but the thing is people would say, I'm going to vote for who played the best game. Now,
Okay.
how it is I understand there's the social game, right? Yes, social game.
Yes.
But it's not
Very important.
just, but it's right. It's an element. It's like saying, okay,
Because
let me
at the
give
end
you,
of the day, they have to vote for you, which
here's the
makes the
thing.
social game
It's
so much
like
more
That's the
important.
saying,
social point.
it's like saying in beauty pageant world, right? Like we'll just say Miss America. There's the talent portion. There's the
Mhm.
bathing suit portion. There's the I'm going to answer a question portion.
Right?
It's not one
world
of those
peace.
things. It's all of those things.
Right?
But it's almost like people are now saying it's just the bathing suit portion, which is not true. I mean, that's
Correct.
the analogy I'm
Yeah.
getting in my mind. It's not just a social game. I don't mean to yell. Sorry.
It's not.
It is it's supposed to be. Now, sometimes obviously it does end up being that, but it's supposed to be a combo of comps. Yes, that horrible word comps,
Yes.
and social and
is.
strategy and
is.
likability. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
And I'm just saying that it's almost like comps don't matter at all. Then why even do them? Then most people would say, okay,
For
I'm gonna
safety.
go
you
to the
need
Big
to have a
Brother house next year,
balance.
and I'm gonna be Ashley, and I'm just not gonna win anything, and I can still win the game. What if
Right.
everybody
She
did that? What
won
if
the
everybody
very
did
first
that?
veto to save herself, without which she
Right.
would have been out of the house.
And she never needed
And
to win
she won
another
the
thing ever
final.
again.
Right.
She didn't
Until
win
the end.
again until the final 3, when she was the one to win the final HOH, which
Yeah.
means she guaranteed her position.
Exactly.
And she chose the person who she knew she had the best chances against. So
Yeah.
she may not have won a lot of comps, but the comps that she won were crucial to her game.
I agree.
So it's
Well,
not
she
like we
won
can
one
say she did
veto.
not win
She
any
won
comps
one veto
whatsoever,
and
because
one
she did.
HOH, right? She won one veto and one HOH. Is that
Yes,
correct?
and both of them were
Very
crucial
important.
to her game.
At the
Whereas,
very
let's
beginning
talk
and at the
about
very
Vince.
end.
He had 4 HOHs, and
Yeah.
literally every one of his HOHs, he burned an ally.
Yes,
Well,
he
he
did.
had
Like
nominated
for
half
his
the
first
house.
HOH,
Yeah.
he
He had
burned
to put up
Kelly.
so many people. He had to put up so
Yeah.
many people. It was burning
He
allies.
could-
He
left
sure
and right.
did. He did.
I'm so sorry. Just the craziness. Okay, so the first week, he had a whole house to nominate, and he nominates Kelly, who was saying like, "Oh, final 2, I'm gonna
She
rock with
volunteered.
you."
She
Like
volunteered herself. Don't forget.
Volunteered.
Kelly.
So you go for the
Kelly.
easy one. The whole house was nitpicking at Ashley. Put her up. Kelly's offering. Put her
Only
up.
as the
Yeah,
fourth nominee.
Kelly,
the
Kelly,
replacement.
Kelly. I mean,
Right?
yeah, I'm not discounting that Kelly nominated herself, and that's kind of why she became the de facto pawn the whole season.
The
Like,
whole
that's absolutely
season.
on her. But if your
was.
ally comes, like, if you're the HOH and your ally comes to you being like, "Hey, you can use me as a pawn," and it's the very first week, it's kind of like,
Okay.
how about no? You know, like, I don't don't know, like some basic protecting of your allies, and like he kept nominating her, I think, on literally every single one of his
He did.
HOHs, despite that
Yeah.
in the next ones she was
Yeah.
like, maybe don't put me up, please.
Did we have a final two?
So he burned her, he burned
Yeah.
Keanu, he burned Lauren multiple times by taking out
Oh.
her allies one by one.
Yeah. And
Kind
then
of
her.
indirectly, like he was a vote for
Indirectly.
Riley to go.
So then at what point can a good player get everybody out, manipulate everyone, and have everyone love them?
With intentionality, and
Dr.
that's
Will!
to me.
So when's that?
the
When's the
big-
last time that happened?
I'm thinking Kevin from Canada, Big Brother Canada season 10. He was
Dr. Will lied to
manipulative.
everybody. Dr. Will lied
Yeah,
to literally
Kevin did it.
everybody.
Dr. Will, there
And
you
he
go.
Kevin
That's
did it.
another
He
person
won
who
the
barely won
game,
any comps,
but-
and yet he
Yeah,
won.
so we're
But he
counting like a
lied.
decade ago.
You guys are saying Vince was hated because he lied. Dr.
No,
Will lied the
it's
entire
not about
game,
lying
and
or
he
not.
wasn't hated.
It's
So
not
wasn't
about
that-
lying or not lying, and that's actually Dr. Will. I don't know a lot about Dr.
So
Will, but I
that's
do
what
hear that he's
everybody's
a Big
looking
Brother
for.
legend or
Everyone's
whatever.
Okay.
looking
So
for the
it's not
perfect
about the
game.
lying.
And yeah, it has took a huge social turn. We have to admit that, because you can't
Yes.
win. If you play a game like Derek now, you won't win, because
Yes,
he
correct.
also
That's
upset
correct.
people. So
Yeah.
it's a totally different beast than Survivor, right? Because Survivor, it's quicker. It's only 40
Yeah.
days. They don't stay in sequester for a week
Hello.
at a time, and that's it. I think it's easier if it's a quicker game, for sure. You can get
Yeah.
through this stuff. You don't get too attached to people, because in Survivor, you blindside somebody, the worst
All right.
ever, and they basically
45 minutes so far. I haven't spoke a word.
Oh,
Yeah, I
sorry,
think
Dee.
your
Go
turn,
ahead.
D.
Go ahead,
Seriously?
Dee.
Okay, well, first of all, the right winner won. I stand by her for social. She basically from the start, the shower thing got her in trouble. She had to think to get out of that trouble. And from that time, that kid grew and learned to adapt, to talk her way up there to the end and won this Big Brother.
Yeah, I
And
never
her
said she didn't
speech,
deserve
her
to win.
now, let me finish, please. I've been waiting for what now? 45 minutes to speak.
Yeah.
And when she went to do her speech, it was perfect. All the answers were right on point. You know, when Vince was asked question, he was going downhill. I would have been sitting there waiting for something else to be answered from him, but he was just diving down with his answer. He could have won if he would have prepared himself, you know? And two, Morgan took over 3 of his HOH, completely controlled them from the beginning to the end. This guy did not know how to play this game. Morgan knew exactly what to do with this guy to get her way. And that's what people
That's
notice.
true. And I
People
don't think
look
he
back at
minded
that.
either.
Well, you know, if you're gonna win this game, you need to play it on your own. You wanna go in front of the jury at the end and say, "Well, Morgan told me to do it." You can't do that. You need to have things for yourself. I can't look at this guy and say, "I'm gonna give you the vote because Morgan help you a little bit." No, you need to own your game. He did not do any of that.
Yeah, I said
This
that
guy
too.
just drowned himself to death. It's the first time I see a guy either panic on the play on an HOH part and also drown himself in questions. Morgan gave him the vote because she was a bit in love with this guy and loved him very much. And I guess she felt bad that, that he was standing there and then that's how she felt at the time. That's why she gave him the vote. She was trying to help him out by asking the proper question. And when he did not answer properly, that's when he lost the game. You need to be prepared for those. That's why all night, this kid in front of you was studying how to prepare herself on any kind of question asked. And this is why Ashley won Big Brother 27.
Yeah.
I applaud her for that. Thank you.
Oh,
Yeah,
I do
you're
too.
right. I don't know why
I
you're so
applaud
angry
her for
about
that,
it.
but I just don't think her speech had anything to do with it. They were going to vote for her anyway. You think really?
No.
It was the speech that did it?
You
We'll have
need
to
to
agree
you
to
need to have a
disagree.
great speech. You need to be able to answer those questions. Is she gonna okay? Turn around and see, pretend that she's answering the question the same way Vince is doing it. Are you serious? She would have failed miserably. You need to be prepared for everything. Also, they know the game she was playing. Some people were saying Rachel was doing this for her. Rachel, no, it's baloney. I stayed up all night. I watched her go talk to each and every individual that was going to vote to keep her in that house. She studied all of them and went to ask and tell them, this is what I'm going to do for you if you keep me in the game. She worked really hard on her social. Really
Oh, no,
hard.
she
Yeah,
totally
she
did.
did
It's not
play a good
Rachel
social
that kept her in
game.
the game.
She
She kept
totally
herself
did.
in the game.
Well, it is true that the people that she was not good with were the people that were pre-jury. Riley,
Yeah,
Catherine,
that's
right?
exactly
I
right.
I
Yeah.
guess
Yeah.
Kelly wasn't really good with her, but even she voted for her in the end over Vince because Vince just completely screwed over everyone in the
She
jury.
Yes,
couldn't stand Vince.
That's
Yeah.
it. That's it.
yes, that's the truth.
He wrecked himself. It's absolutely true. But I think Ashley also showed herself. You know what I mean? I think that
Mm-hmm.
she and like Dee was saying, she answered all the questions. She came with conviction. She backed up her game. She said what she did. And Vince kind of didn't. Why did you manipulate everybody, Vince? That was the first question that he asked. I didn't manipulate anyone.
Exactly. Like,
Yeah.
what?
You know what? You know what?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Did he not lose it right there? Didn't he not
Yeah.
lose the game right there? He didn't own up to what he. I mean, even we talked about it backstage, and even though maybe towards the end he touched on, perhaps owning up a bit to it.
Yeah.
He never actually, said the words or with conviction or anything else. You'd have to really read into it to see that from my perspective.
Yeah.
Vince lost it in the first question. That's why it was the first question. That's why it was.
So how do
directed
you
to him.
think then, playing devil's advocate, how do you think he could have won with a speech?
By
the
owning
game.
up to his moves, being like, "Oh, I lied, I
manipulated you."
backstabbed, I
And you
played
think
the
they would have said,
waterworks on
yeah,
you all, and
cool.
it worked." Like, if he had owned up to his game,
Can
if
I
he had
answer
been
this
like,
question?
"Yes, I did all of this,"
Yeah.
Because I know that I know Head's gonna like that part. How
And
do you think Jag won the game?
Because he owned up to what he. Where is he?
He thinks
Where is
Exactly. I'm
owned
gonna
up
turn
to
it off.
it.
I'm gonna turn my
Hands are
microphone.
covered in your blood. I am the most dominant, masterful, and strategic player in this house.
he? It's just true.
something
told-
just
he told-
something like
he
that
told
would
the-
maybe work.
He told the truth to the jury.
Can you imagine? Ed,
My
guys,
point.
Panel, imagine Vince standing in front of that jury going, I have all your blood on these hands.
No,
He'd win the
what I
game.
said?
He would
You
have
know
won
what I
the
would have
game.
said?
Are you
I
kidding?
cry my heart out
He'd
for
be
you
crying.
guys.
Exactly.
I
would
cried
not.
the entire game.
There's
Because I
no
love
way he
all
would
of you,
win.
but
Yes.
I needed to cheat. I needed to cry. I need to complain. I need to get all these girls to love me because that's all I am. Vince is the winner. You need to let me win this game
Never.
because I cry for all of you. That's exactly this guy did all game long.
Yeah, he could have just
never
played it
would've
up, being
won.
like, "Yep, I did all of this on purpose."
Yeah, and nobody would vote for him still. They would still be laughing at his face.
Oh no! If you
Girl,
say like
if he
I
said
do,
he
if I
did
would
it,
have
he
prepared myself, I
manipulated
would have
it.
won this game. If I would have been Vince, I would have known exactly how to say it. This guy, he's not good when he's got a big crowd in front of him.
Or
He's
one person.
when he's one-on-one.
He's not good
he's-
with anyone.
Well, when he's one-on-one, he's perfect. When he's not one-on-one, he's not. That's his failure. This is him. He doesn't adapt to a bunch of crowd. He doesn't know how to talk to a bunch of people.
he can only connect to one person's emotions at a time, where he's empathetic enough and self-deprecating enough that he melts into their hands. But I still don't think it's on purpose. I think he's just
But he
I know he probably doesn't do it on purpose, but at least playing it up for the jury might have worked in his favor.
He could have, but I still don't think it would have worked if he told them it was all his fault. He got them all out one at a time. They would have laughed in his face. It wouldn't have worked like it did for Jay.
Yeah.
And at that point, Morgan
maybe he'd gotten the second vote. Who knows?
Because they would be shocked. They would be shocked to see him, take accountability though, and be stand up and talk with bass. They would be surprised to see that because of how he behaved all season. And if he were to say it with that conviction, right, that I manipulated all of you with those fake tears and all that stuff. He might not have won the game, but he'd be remembered as an icon for the rest of his life.
Said, he might have got one more vote.
Yeah, right, but
right, maybe one more.
Yeah,
but he might have got Kelly's vote.
No, not a chance.
Rachel Riley would be like, let's do it, bro.
Either Lauren or Keanu, honestly.
Keanu would have said, yeah, right. He only needed 4. Morgan already got him, so
yeah.
I don't know.
I think Vince's biggest mistake in the game was this little, this little play that they were doing where Morgan wanted it proven to her that she was his number one. So she was not going to be happy until he got rid of Lauren. And that was his biggest mistake in the game, I believe, was caving to that. I'm just saying, if I was Vince, he should not have gotten rid of Lauren just to prove to Morgan, because even when he did that, Morgan was still not pleased.
Well, but it's not him that got, hey, excuse me. It's not him that got rid of Lauren. It's Morgan. It's Morgan. It was 2 votes, and he voted to keep her. He did not get rid of her.
Lauren saved herself.
Morgan put herself. Morgan won the HOH, put her up, and then they played the veto. She won the veto, right? She stopped all. They kept them all up there, and then everybody else voted her out, not him.
So then, which one is it? Did Morgan manipulate him, or did he manipulate Morgan?
Well, let me just ask you this: it was the double eviction right after that.
Yeah.
Morgan ended up winning that HOH. If Vince would have burned Morgan when Morgan's pushing really hard for Lauren to go up and he doesn't go up, right? And he stands his ground. Does he go up? Does he go up in the double?
Yeah.
He might have.
Well, then he probably goes home. He made a great move. That was exactly the only time he's ever conceded to anyone else's desire or wish in the game, right? Aside from his own.
I think we even made bets that some people even made bets that week that he was going home.
Oh yeah, they did. They sure did.
Probably.
Maybe.
Probably did.
I might have been one of them.
Yeah, I might have been.
That was my birthday wish for a long time.
Yes,
you got your birthday wish, Dee. You got your birthday wish.
It came late this year.
Oh yeah.
You just had to.
I still want to shave his mustache
for her birthday.
I really want to shave his mustache off.
I wonder if he will.
And
all he ever does is play with his mustache all season long.
And let's just going back to Ashley here for a second too. I wanted to say that after a whole season worth of Blockbuster where there's 3 nominees that go up and all of this stuff. How many times did Ashley even see the block except for that first week? I don't think it was all the way until 4, right? Isn't that the next time she was on the block in the final 4? So
I think she was on again as the second set of nominees. As the everything's such a blur now.
It's just that, there was a whole season worth of 3 nominees, potentially 4 a week, and I think she was only on the block maybe twice.
Yeah,
3 times in it, and it was at the end of the game.
Yeah,
you had no choice but to be a nominee. So that's pretty impressive too. Especially I don't know. I'm not as mad at her winning the game as I am at some other people that have ended up winning the game over the years. Josh and
There's that.
Nicole Franzel.
Oh, there's that one.
There
Right,
I-
and those are all both
there I say-
instances of like versus a mastermind where people were butthurt about it.
Oh, what did you all think of the mastermind twist? The reveal at the end.
Oh,
where
can I
it's-
just
Go
5
ahead.
seconds worth? I actually really liked the concept of another one and then another one and then another one. Like I did enjoy that. It was a cute little ending. I wish it actually meant something, but it was just like here and there. But it was a cute concept.
Okay, where it turned out that there were 3 masterminds, and one of them was
We had
Jesse,
Frankie, we had Jesse,
Frankie, yep, who was
Dr. Will,
Oh
who got
yeah.
dragged away.
who was
Jesse,
falsely
yeah.
accused,
And oh my goodness, what's his
and Eric
Jesse.
Stein
Eric Stein. That's his.
Eric
I was like, oh my god, what's his
Stein, yeah.
name?
from season 8. Man,
Yeah. So it was
That was-
cool. I was hoping it was going to be like foreshadowing to a holiday, a
Yeah,
winter
have, like, a
season with all
purpose
these
to
like
it.
returnees that got screwed.
Yeah.
Screwed.
They got screwed.
no.
They got screwed.
yeah, they
But that
came
would be
back
cool
to try
if we had
to
all those
master.
people back.
Yeah, I mean that was the kind of reception you thought that 25 would have gotten, right, with all the hoopla,
Oh, for sure, for sure.
right? But so I guess they made it more of the 25th year than the 25th season.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I guess the star power was there, that's for sure. They got everybody to come back. Dan would have been nice to see again on the screen, just to see if he was going to be a mastermind. But
I think he's scarred
wasn't
from the
screwed over.
traitors. He's just like, I'm done.
Well,
for now.
after the traders, I have to admit that I probably wouldn't be seen again either.
Right?
Speaking of seen again,
But it was a
Anyway.
good season for him. But yeah, I like that part of it.
Yeah.
so okay. Anybody else have anything to say about our champion of Big Brother 27, Ashley, before we get into our points or where we're at in our casino at the end?
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Just a massive congratulations to her, and I
Well,
still
yes,
wish we would have seen
congratulations
more
to
get
our
in there
winner.
too. But
Congratulations to our winner.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think she was pretty good.
Yeah.
Good representative of the season. I think. I don't think she's. Let's see. I'm gonna looking back at the last winners. We had Chelsea. I think that Chelsea's better than her. Before that, it was Jag. I think Jag's better than her. Of course. 24 was
don't start with him. Don't
24
go-
Taylor.
Don't start
Oh.
with him.
Okay, 24 was Taylor. So I think she's right there with Taylor, I guess. Right? Somewhere in that range. Maybe a little better than Taylor.
no, I think that they're they
No,
play different, like
bro.
both social games, but different types of social games.
You
Well,
can't
Taylor had
compare
to
anybody's
Sure.
game like that. There
Very
was a lot of-
different.
Ashley was nowhere near as on the bottom as Taylor was at the beginning of the game. So
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like Taylor was really clawing her way
she-
up,
she
week
really-
by week.
yeah,
Yes.
I agree
Yeah.
with that.
that was
She had to fight
that was
hard.
a rough
I agree with
season.
that. That was more. She was more of a survivor for sure. But yeah, I'd put her and Ashley right in that same area. Maybe Ashley was a little better, I guess. Who was before that? Oh, Xavier. Xavier's better than Ashley. Who was before that?
Yeah, but even that
The man was carried to
He
the
was
end.
the
I
winner.
know. I don't recognize him as a good player or as a winner.
Who's
He
that?
Was he was carry Xavier. I never recognized him.
Oh
as a good
yeah,
player.
like Tiffany, man. She
Tay
should have
Tay.
won.
Yeah, Tiff should have won
Oh.
that game.
Well, I like it. I mean, I like Xavier. He's all right, man.
I
But-
don't
Yeah,
mind
in the
Yeah,
him
Tiffany's-
either.
reindeer. Yeah, in the reindeer, you could see that he's a bad player right there.
Well, Tiffany did the work. She worked. She orchestrated, organized,
She did.
encouraged, simmered people down,
Exactly.
built people up. Like she was
She
Oh
did.
my
working
God.
She did. She was the driving force behind
a lot.
behind that season for sure.
Yeah.
I tip my hat to all that. And that they were very smart to get her out as soon as they could.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want her to come back. I want her to come back, bro. No idea. I'll probably start running around the freaking living room.
Yeah, I'm ready for a returnee season of
Oh
Big
yeah,
Brother.
it's supposed to be the 30th, right? I was told
What's that?
it should be the 30th, the 30th
Oh.
season or something.
Well,
Oh,
we got
year
20
30, you mean? Yeah, the
28 is
30th
next.
year.
28, 29, and then 30. That's
Well, the
a
last
little
one
bit
was
away.
22, right? So there was the sixth
An
one.
all-star. Yeah.
I think it was 13 or 12.
Tiffany is queen, huh? Yeah, okay.
Of course she is. She's my queen.
Jag
She
was
is
awful.
my queen.
Wait a second.
Yes,
What?
he was. He was an asshole. Don't even go. Don't let me get started here on live. A man that disrespect older women into a home does not get any respect from me. He doesn't have to
They
act
loved
like that.
Matt. They
No.
loved Matt.
I'm not talking about Matt. I'm
They
talking
loved
about
Matt.
Jag.
Why? Matt was hanging out with Jag. What are
Exactly.
you talking about?
Listen. If Matt would have been in the room with her, Siri, he would have listened to everything that Siri was saying. He just
I bet
really
you.
the
I bet
influence
you he
to say
wasn't going to
whatever he
listen.
wants to
I
say.
bet you he wasn't going to listen. I bet you
Okay.
he wasn't going to listen.
I'll get your number eventually.
He was going to read lips, but he wasn't listening, bro.
It's okay. I'll meet him one day. I'll grab his turban, all right, and I'll shove it where the sun don't shine.
Okay. I mean, you wanted to talk about an example of how a speech doesn't impact the jury or whatever. What about Jag's speech over Matt? I thought it was like, didn't Cass mention that earlier? In the
I don't
chat?
think he heard him.
It was a slam dunk given that Matt was going to win that season. But hold on. What did he said something that was just
Hands are covered in your blood. I am the most dominant, masterful, and
That's why I
strategic
put it
player
on
in
you.
this house.
it was amazing. You had no idea, bro.
It's okay. I got my mute button for that.
That was a
You
painful
cannot get
season.
me.
It's so funny. It's so funny. Because that's what he had to confess, right? In order to get the jury to respect him enough to vote for him over Matt.
Oh, they're fools.
He was
They were fools.
See, Cass, go rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah,
There you
probably.
Oh my god.
That's a good
Yeah,
one,
yeah.
Cass.
so that's Jazz
They're ugly.
and Jag.
Ugly.
2 peas in a pod.
That's
Yeah.
right. And they've won the first 2 legs of the Amazing Race too.
And you know what he said on The Amazing Race, Jag? He was like, they're talking about if they're more planners or if they more like fly by the seat of their pants. Jag and his brother were like, yeah, we're definitely more spontaneous people. And I was like, oh, but you planned out and masterminded all of Big Brother, but now for Amazing Race, you're gonna wing it? Okay.
Yeah, but he's won the first 2 legs winging
Right?
it.
I know. Winging it. Just winging it.
And by a landslide, right? I mean, Tucker. I guess Tucker and Eric was right there, but that's because they were cheating off of Jag and Jazz.
And then
You
he
know-
already got somebody to give him safety too.
Exactly.
Right? That's Taylor. Everybody remembers who Taylor is.
That's right.
Tay Tay. That's right.
I literally would have looked at her
Here
and
you go,
said, what are you
Jag.
doing?
Take
What?
the power,
The
Jag.
queen of her season.
Take the power, Jag. Has anybody been watching Amazing Race or
Yes,
Survivor?
we did, sir.
Oh,
Remember?
yeah.
I think I watched. There's only 2 out so far, right?
There's only
Yes.
2 out so far.
Yeah.
We
so I'm
could pick
caught
some
up.
players. We could pick some players. I ain't paying. I'm not picking those Jojup.
Oh wait, so do you want me to list off our end game bets or long game bets? Like I said,
Oh,
I'll get the final count
please
between
do.
who's the winner between Ed and D.
Oh my, because I know
Oh
that
wow.
I know that even though she did not win, I know that Morgan ended up coming up with a lot of comp wins.
But don't forget, I picked
Yeah.
the winner at the end when it comes to Ashley. I said I changed mine from one person to Ashley.
Yeah,
Funny
but
thing
I
is,
also,
I didn't
I
have
but
a
also,
spreadsheet.
but I
I
also have
also,
bets on Ashley from way
I
back in
also
week one,
bet,
bro.
I also bet that what's her name was going home, and she's my own player. And I also bet that Morgan was
What's
going
that?
to win HOH. Morgan won HOH. The other one, Lauren went home. That's what the bets I made.
Boo.
See?
Okay, so let me do the end game ones, right? Our long
Boo.
game bets. So this is our week one, our pre-show long game shot in the dark bets. So we had for America's favorite player, I bet on Ava. Colleen bet on Ava as well. Right? Right? And we
Early
all thought that
season.
that same week that it all got
What
like
happened?
the opportunity got ripped from her fingertips when she turned into like a bitter, miserable old lady.
Exactly.
And like all her fun aura was gone and it was just darkness. So that sucked. But then that same week, and I'm going week by week, I'll show you because then the week after, I'll stick to AFP then. The week after, Colleen added one on Ava. I added 3 on Ava.
Oh,
Ed put 2 on Ava.
oh,
D put 1 on Mickey and 1 on Ava.
oh,
Right?
Mickey.
And then in week 3 or 4, Meow jumped in with 1 on Ava as well.
Yeah.
We all want our
I
chips
mean,
back,
who
Ava.
doesn't?
You owe us
Yeah.
chips.
We all failed. We all
What
failed
happened?
miserably. We all failed on our reads, you guys. We all
Yeah.
What
failed
happened?
miserably.
Well,
No, it wasn't.
Colleen,
Miserably we
I'll
failed.
stick to this, and I'm going to say they all lied to us. They're only supposed to lie to each other, not fake all of us
Was
out.
it? Was it? Was it?
Exactly.
Do you blame the edit?
Exactly right.
Do you blame the
Do I-
edit?
No, not at all. I blame Ava's behavior 100%.
Oh,
I right?
Exactly. Yeah.
And you see, I had points on her, so I had like high hopes for her, cheering her on the whole time. But she flushed her own toilet. That
But
game went.
in the end, I ended up giving all 10 of my calls to Keanu. All 10 of my votes went to Keanu.
I'm
Smart.
really happy he won. What do you guys think of that? Before we go on, we skipped over Keanu's AFP.
Yep. I gave him all my votes.
AFP was Keanu. Let me go ahead and
I
get
can't
that
vote.
for
I'm not
you.
American.
I tried. D, I tried. If I figured it out, I would have told you.
Well, that's okay. I voted for both of you all.
Right? I was so happy that everybody was cheering
Yeah, me
him on.
too. Me
Yeah.
too. We were
I was
wrong
happy
about
that like
Ava.
nothing happened the whole game for anybody inside or outside the house to even think any of the bad things that people were putting on him the whole game.
Cass, you want me to cheat, eh?
Exactly.
Cass is making me do bad things and she's writing stuff for next season.
No, it won't
You
work
can
with
fake
our
email.
VPN, Cass.
As someone who just basically watched the edited version of the season as a casual, I'm going to say, Keanu was absolutely edited as the underdog, as the.
Oh yeah, I found he was an underdog.
He was, yeah, absolutely. It was the house versus Keanu, and Keanu kept getting put up, and Keanu kept fighting back.
Yeah,
and he
I don't
kept,
think the edit did that.
And he
And then
kept
his luck
reaching
ran
his
out.
hand out in kindness and
And
forgiveness,
his luck
Yeah.
and
ran
he
out.
kept getting
Yeah.
it bitten back. I mean, it was just that's how it was
This kid was
portrayed over,
amazing.
and it was week after week after week. And
I'm never gonna forget this kid. He was amazing.
So then, yeah, right. And as much I've seen a lot of his Instagram videos with his like calisthenics and his kettlebell routines, and they're like works of
really
art.
good.
They're not even like just a workout; it's a work of art.
It's like
Crazy.
Olympic style stuff.
Yeah.
It's like watching the ribbon girls at the Olympics.
like some
it's
Cirque du
But
Soleil.
there was routines. He has routines and stuff, and they were like coordinated with duet teams. Yeah, I saw one of those, Lisa.
Yeah.
like
And
really,
but you know what? I
really
don't think
great
the
stuff.
edit did that for him. I think that just showed the reality of what was going on in the house in his storyline anyway. Because they did show the blow up, the quote unquote blow up on Ava. And then the audience saw it and were like, "Ugh, that's not
Oh,
really
I
a blow
remember the
up."
TED Talks with Vince. I call them the TED Talks.
The
Remember
TED
the
Talks
TED
with
Talks with
Vince.
Vince
So
at the
I mean, he
beginning?
was, yeah,
Where
he was.
he's like, get out of this, get yourself together, da da da. Remember all that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't. So that's what I mean. I don't think the edit portrayed him like that. I think like they couldn't have edited it any other way. That's just exactly what was happening, and there was no gray area. He really wasn't attacking people. He didn't attack Rachel. He didn't attack Ava, and
No, he
everyone
didn't.
started. They were able to see that because there was no other way to show it.
No,
Right?
at
got a
any point was
prompt?
he being malicious. Like he was
Yeah.
definitely always coming from a place of wanting to play, wanting to,
And then apologizing.
No, he does have his biases, but all things considered, like you can tell that he's a good guy. He was just like trying, even though he was in a totally different reality from the rest of the house. He was a very
For the
fun
first half, yeah, he was
person to
definitely
see
delusional.
in the house, yeah.
Definitely.
You got a
I miss
prompt to
those
read?
recaps. But yeah,
He
so
did
sorry.
say
Yeah, he did, right?
that.
Do you want me to
It was
keep
funny.
going with our end game
I
stuff?
think you should.
Okay,
So,
so then
did anybody bet on Keanu to win the AFP, by the
not
way?
one of us, no.
Okay, that's.
Oh no, not at the
too
beginning.
bad.
Yeah, not at the beginning. No.
Yeah. Then okay, so let's go to our make it to jury votes. Week 1, I bet on Rachel making it to jury.
Oh,
Ed
and
bet
she
on
did.
Yeah, she did.
Excellent.
That was 4 points I put on that one. 4 chips. Ed put
4
1.
chips.
Yes, sir.
Ooh, where's Rachel at? Right there.
Well, Ed here. Oh, you want to put her up there? I'm okay with him winning AP since he voted Ashley. Okay. Are you putting her up or no? I can keep going.
Yes, she's up.
Oh, there she is. Okay, so
Rachel
then
Riley.
Ed put 1 on Ava. Meow also put 1 on Ava and 1 on Mickey to make it to jury. So the only one who didn't get anything there is Mickey.
Yep.
And then I added 1 chip on Will making it to jury. And Ed and I also added 1 chip on Zach making it to jury.
Oh,
But let's not talk about that again. So moving along.
Zach, you
Moving
had an
along.
advantage, Zach.
I don't know what you're talking about, Ed. So then won't make it to jury. We had Meow putting 1 on Will and Colleen putting 1 on Will.
He did make it to jury, though.
He did.
Yeah, he's so
He
good.
did. We also had
He
Ed
sure
putting
did.
1 on Kelly, who will not be making it to jury.
And she did. Yeah.
And Ed added 1 on
We were
Vince
so
not making
off.
it to jury. Yeah, there was no. I'll tell you what. Of all of our end game bets, and I'll go over the winner as
Big.
well.
Look at
We
that
had
captain.
Meow won 2 points, Ed won 2 points, and I won 10 points from our end game chips.
Wow.
Hey,
That's
wait,
it.
wait, wait, wait. I
Wow.
put Ashley as the winner.
Now
You're
I
not
know you
saying-
said that,
What?
and I don't have that on my paper. I mean, on the spreadsheet. So I
but
know you might have
put it
mentioned
on
it
the thing. I put it on the thing.
in our chat one of the weeks.
Yes.
Okay, so
I
that's what I mean.
changed actually I said it live. I changed
You
what's
had
her
1
name?
on Morgan most
No,
recently.
not Morgan, the other one.
If you said it live, I have
Mickey.
it.
Mickey.
Mickey.
I said I want to change Mickey to Ashley.
Oh, I don't even have Mickey on here.
Yeah, and Mickey. I said Mickey and Morgan.
Oh, if it was after if it was in the last 4 weeks, then it's not up.
She was not
there
there.
we go. There we go. 1 on Mickey, and you changed that.
Yeah, to Ashley.
Okay, so 1 on Ashley. That was in week 2. 1 on Ashley. Okay, so D got a point there for Ashley. But I'm saying for the most of it, like we didn't get many chips as a group for our end game bets.
No.
And then the
No.
winner, we had Dee putting 2 on Morgan and adding 1 on Morgan later on. Ed put 1 on Morgan. Colleen put 1 on Adrian.
I
Oh,
sure did. I sure
I couldn't even
did.
say his whole name without.
Oh, that's so funny.
That
I
poor
know,
guy.
you guys.
That
I
poor
know.
guy. Oh man, Mall
Gosh,
Cop Wednesday. What
dang.
happened?
I don't even know.
And Meow had 1 on Morgan as
Adrian.
well. And that was it. So we flopped as a group.
remember
We gotta
him?
get better reads.
Remember
next
this
year.
guy?
Yeah, yeah.
I
Hi.
had
Adrian,
I had
Adrian,
Zay.
Adrian.
He was going
I
to be
had
the
Zay
goat.
before that. I had picked Zay to win. I can't
He
even
was-
believe it.
Oh
Oh
my!
I was way off. I was way off.
Now let me ask you something. Was Zay even at the reunion? Was he at the? Did he
Oh, yeah.
come back?
He was there, yeah.
How
Yeah.
do you know? How do you know?
What are you talking about? The finale?
Yeah, he was there.
I don't remember that.
Are you making a joke?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
Oh.
Rachel made a similar joke. She said, I was today years old, today on Twitter or yesterday on X. I
Oh,
was today years old when I learned somebody named Isaiah was on my season.
exactly.
Oh,
It's
wow.
true.
I was like, that's not
Wow.
nice. That is not nice.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
It's true. He was going to win the
boy.
game, right? He was going to
She
win the
guard
game.
dog barked him out of that house, and now she's like, oh, who is he anyway?
Well, let me be the first to congratulate Meow. Meow, you had the first pick in our draft, and
She did.
you chose Ashley.
Yep.
Yeah,
to
she
come-
sure did. Yep.
Yeah, I was
Yay,
lucky to get the
meow.
first pick, and
Right on.
turned out to be the winner, so I can't complain. And kind of bragging, not really, but yeah, not kind of bragging. But both my picks made
You
it to final
deserve it.
2, so
Oh,
You deserve it.
Yeah,
not
because-
bragging, but okay.
But
Yeah,
but yeah,
Vince.
kind of bragging.
you brag,
yeah,
girl.
yeah.
Me, it was not about bragging. I'm going to tell you,
Well,
I congratulate you. It's a perfect choice, but I picked 2 crazy women, and 2, I brag more of what I did this season of my votes. Aha.
Yes, that's right. I remember that crazy first half of this show where Dee would just pick shit out of thin air and it would come
I
through.
know how.
Come
No,
through.
how did
Yeah.
that even
Confess,
work?
confess right now.
The most obvious thing. She's like,
You got a
nah.
time machine, don't you?
I
Right?
wish. I
Give
wish.
us the lotto numbers. We need
Oh
the
yeah,
lotto
It
numbers.
broke.
text
It
all of
broke
you the
on you.
number. I text everyone the number. That's the number for that day. Hurry up. I'll be back.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That was hilarious. But it was fun. It was a really good season for all this because it was so like messed up and ass backwards and
It felt
It
longer
was all
than
over the
usual, though.
place.
messy
Like
wet.
every
You-
couple weeks, everything was different.
And you know why? It's the damn Blockbuster. I will say it again. They need to stop the Blockbuster. I know the last
I
time they did
agree.
it, they're
I
like
don't
they do
like
a
it.
twist and then the twist disappears. I wish more than anything that this would have disappeared after 4 weeks because it just
Yes.
it prevents so many alliances from actually being able to form, from people
And then
actually
also
being able
makes
to
them have
trust
to-
each other.
And they also have to end up putting up so many people all the time. And then they have to put up 3 people. And if one of those people comes off, then they have to put up a 4th person. And then you end up alienating all these people. I want them to go back to just the 2 people situation.
Back door, baby. I need a back door.
Yeah. Now
season.
if you have
Oh.
a back door, you can't do a back door the way it is sort of now. Because they
No.
can
At
always
the
save
very
themselves.
least,
you know?
they should have stopped the arena at jury.
Even
Like if you're gonna do
Yeah.
this,
Maybe
stop it at jury,
even
and then
even
fuck
before, like 1 week
Even
before jury
before.
or something.
Maybe a couple of weeks, but not for like the whole show. Yeah.
Especially now with only 7-person juries, this is like you're playing it
ridiculous,
way
yeah.
too long. If you're having a 9-person jury, maybe yeah.
True.
Yeah.
But I hope they switch up the format next year.
I wish they
What-
would.
It seems they only do
They're
the
not
have
moving.
not the have-not thing for the first 4 weeks
Yeah,
or so.
that's even gotten
that-
so lax from what it used to be. I mean,
I know it
want
used to be a
rewind
big
that.
deal.
Yeah.
it used to be a big deal and it used to be a punishment. It's not even a punishment anymore the way they do it. Like half
Or
of
they
them
don't
don't have to
acknowledge it.
do it. They
Yeah, they
don't
don't-
acknowledge it. They're able to add things and do things, and
It's
I don't
cold
know.
showers. It's in
Yeah,
comfortable rooms. It's
Yeah,
lights on all the
what
time.
happened to all the cold showers and I don't know. They aren't doing. They aren't. Well, I get that they're not doing old school Big Brother, but so much has changed.
Or at
Would you-
least just tell us about it. Like,
Would
we're
you
gonna
like to
have
see? Would you like to see old school Big Brother come back?
I would.
some of it, yeah.
And yeah, obviously not all, but for the most part, yes, and only because of this. Because I think that you should see people as the people are. Do you know what I mean? I mean, that's the whole thing of it. And I think the way they do it now, everything is so limited and controlled. I just feel like so much of it's controlled that it messes the free flow of interactions and things. That's just my opinion,
Yeah.
as compared to how
Well,
it used to be.
in that aspect, I don't think old school Big Brother can come back then, because
no,
it's
it
out
can't.
there. Social media exists. It's out there, and it's
Yeah.
rampant. And
Full pressure to just a lot of things in society have changed to where it can't come back. I know. So
they have to figure something else out. And I know
So
that
something else
Big
has
Brother
to
goes
change.
through phases too, like the way they structure it, the way they
Yes.
deal with things. It's like a good
that's what they're
6-7 year
doing.
phase, right? So I think they're trying this way, but I don't think
Right.
it landed well. A lot of people were really mad for a lot of the season. It was a very big emotional roller coaster for a lot of people. And I don't know how that's enjoyable to watch. So
Between the endless blockbuster and then the stuff with Rachel and the twists and the just like the sort of non-punishment that slop has become now. I don't know. Just like so much was so different this year, it seemed to me that it was just like, okay.
There was a
It was
lot
hard
of
to
buzz.
follow. It was
There
hard
was
to follow the season, really. I
There
don't
was
know. I mean,
there was a lot of buzz. There was a lot of talk about how the next phase that you were talking about,
mhm.
the next phase is going to be how they're going to phase out live feeds and
Yeah.
turn this unlocked episode that they have into a edited, spoon-fed, behind the scenes.
Don't worry.
Like the Canada
Clips.
version.
Yes, something like this,
Don't
and they're
want
going to try to, feed this to us.
Like I said,
like they haven't said
monitored,
enough to us
controlled,
already.
canceled. That's how it happens. It starts by being monitored, then it ends up being controlled,
because
and then it ends up getting
they already
canceled.
control so much of it now. The way they edit, they've already controlled so much of it now. If they control that too, they may as well not have the show, because I mean, for me, because then it's just like a scripted show, like every other show.
Yeah, the problem with it is the
and not
audience's
free
opinion,
for
right?
all.
Our live feeder speculation is the problem. It's the one that causes the drama online. It's the one that fuels the hatred. It's the stuff that the reason that they don't want to do it anymore. But then if you take away the live feeds, we're not going to change. We're going to know you're not showing us stuff, and we're still going to be frustrated about it the whole time. And like, I wonder if they would just show us. Right. And then we're not even going to believe what they're showing us anymore, because we know they've manipulated and produced so much in the past.
Well, maybe they feel they have to in order to protect themselves from potential lawsuits and things. Did you hear about this guy that was on this season here, the cowboy Riley?
Oh, what happened?
Well, nothing, just rumors that he was angry with CBS and the way that he was portrayed, and that he was going to do something, but it didn't seem that way when he was invited back and treated very favorably by CBS.
Yeah, I definitely couldn't blame things people saw on him, but people's choice of reaction was definitely helpful. But he can't blame CBS for that. And like you said, he was there, and everyone's like, "Oh, I'm so happy to see it. He's not at the finale." It's like, "Oh no, he's in Adrian's live right now." Or I'm so happy to see him and Catherine aren't together anymore. I'm like, no, they're holding hands actually. So the audience went through all this drama while the house guests were just living their lives, and you know. So I get if you cut off the audience, they're not going to feel any different. They're still going to be full of emotion.
Okay, I'll give you that.
The lawsuit thing was a lie, by the way. It wasn't even true. He never.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I was gonna say because it wouldn't make sense to sue for bad portrayal CBS because they were actually giving him a good ending on the episode. So
he doesn't even know where it started. He goes, they're trying to figure out who even started that rumor. Somebody started the rumor, but it was never true. He said that's hysterical. He goes, why would I do that? Like, you know, and why would any of them do it? Honestly, especially if they want to be on other shows.
Exactly, like you signed a contract too.
Yeah.
Like, you know what you're getting into.
They just, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, so what else? So what else have we heard post game now that Ashley has been crowned our champion of Big Brother 27? Any other post? We got Keanu won the
a ton
AFP.
of post stuff, but I can't even. There's so much post stuff I can't even. There's been
maybe we should
more
come back
drama
for
with the post season than the season itself.
We should do a bonus episode of postseason drama.
Yeah. Just the last 3 days alone have been.
Well, I do know that people are going. Go ahead, Ed. Sorry.
I was just saying, I heard that there was some drama as far as people following each other on different social medias and then not following and then following and then not following.
Right? Then, just as good as a slap in the face today.
And I think Mickey Lee, let me find
I'll never understand the drama with following or unfollowing people. Like,
yes.
Also like
well, I know that everybody ran to Ashley to tell her what Ava was saying about her.
Yes, and they're believing everything they hear. And
well, like she was nasty, but I mean, even people right away they ran to her like, Zach said you were dumb. It's like, girl, weren't you playing dumb the whole time? Like you can't be mad.
Adrian said you were this and that. Oh my God.
But then the stuff that Ava said to her, like said about her, Ava was ranting by herself and said nasty stuff. Yes. And so now they're running to Ashley to tell her what Ava said. And now people are like not happy with Ava.
People have told, and then people are telling Ashley that Kelly's a racist. And then somebody else, it's just blown up. Everything is blowing up. Everybody's at each other.
And they're all saying you're all clout chasers.
Yeah. So somebody had nasty things to say about Morgan, and Morgan had nasty things to say about someone else. And so I don't remember which one of them.
Morgan hasn't posted on her social media yet. She's kind of stayed away until she made a statement.
And I think the theme of the season is perfectly stated by I think it was Morgan, who stated something like, you know, what was the quote where she, you know, nobody likes each other in this season. Like nobody, they all don't like each other.
That's what everybody says.
Like everybody hates each other on this season as compared to other
Ashley
years.
said it. Morgan said it.
Yeah.
Somebody else said it.
I forgot what the quote was, but I'm just like, yep, that perfectly explains it. Because it's all exploding. It's all going nuts. And then the ones that do get along, they're called, oh yeah, that was it. And then Jimmy like had bad stuff to say about Morgan and then
people are saying, who's Jimmy anyway?
Ava. Nobody's talking to Ava because now she's the racist too. Like half of them are all racist. I mean, the whole thing. I can't even. I was starting to tune out yesterday because it's like before I knew it, every single person here was called something by somebody else. And then a lot of them were telling Ashley all this stuff because, of course, as the winner, she's doing, you know, more of the lives than the rest of them. And everybody's telling Ashley this stuff, and she's like, oh. And it's just like, oh, I can't even keep up. And then that's what's making everybody follow. It's the craziest. dang cast ever.
Mhm.
I kind
just
of
crazy.
wish for their own sakes that they would just
Turn off their
stay away
phone.
from social media
Yes,
for a
I
little
wish they
while.
would. I wish they would.
Decompress, breathe,
Mhm.
Yes.
and acclimate to being back into society with all its craziness, especially now with social media.
That should be mandatory in the contract. When you leave, you don't
Yeah, right.
touch your social media for 2 weeks at least.
What about
Keanu,
finding people
Keanu's already out
that
there.
aren't
You
on
guys,
social media?
Keanu's
They
already
don't
out there
care.
touting a cruise. You know, they're all doing a cruise now. You guys know this?
Yeah, they got
Keanu's
the
out there.
reality
Go
cruise.
sign up for our cruise. I'm gonna be there. Adrian's, or I forget all the people. There's like a billion
Derek.
people gonna be on this cruise, right? Yeah, and we're gonna do this and we're gonna do that, and it's like, and Ashley's on there. I'm got an agent. I'm getting into acting now, and then I don't know. They all. I mean, there wasn't even 2 days go by, and everybody's now doing something.
Oh,
So
I
I'm
need a
already,
super fan
Mickey's like on the
season.
challenge, or like Mickey's already been picked to be on the challenge or something. Like, I can't even believe.
I can't
They
wait to
ever
see
not
Keanu on
decompress
the
them.
challenge.
Yeah, that I want to see.
I
They
can't
aren't
wait, especially
decompressing at all.
yeah, and for anybody, you guys watching the challenge too this season?
I think D and I are like 4 episodes in. I think we saw the first 3.
Hey, invite us, would ya?
Very
I'm
good.
down
I think,
after our podcast. I'm available.
we oh cool. Yeah, I think I have 2 left. Which one am I on right now? It's actually on my computer right now. Episode 10. So I'm a little behind with the challenge. But I can't wait to see Keanu on there, especially with all these new players, and
Oh,
it's like
that
a
is
really
so
good
great.
group of new players.
Oh, has he been rumored to be on the challenge, Keanu?
I don't know how
How he wouldn't.
I
Yeah, for
haven't
sure.
heard
They're
it
gonna
from
pick
any
him next.
legitimate source, but there's buzz around, and he said, of course he would do it.
Oh
Yeah.
man, well in that case, I'd lock it down then.
Let's bet on it, but let's see what D thinks first.
Yeah, for
Right.
D, please.
Because it's obvious that we think he would be on it. So
All
that's
right.
why.
What did you ask?
I was just saying, we're like, yeah, of course Keanu's going to be on the challenge. We'll put money on it. But then
Oh
I
yeah,
said
I
we
put
should
money on the
ask.
kid to win. Actually,
I
He's
can
very
see
smart.
that. Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I like to say something because it's I've been wanted to say it like from the beginning of the show.
Yay!
Oh, you're funny.
Ha,
I like everybody that doesn't know anything. I bugged everybody that I want to be part of the podcast, and then I'm really proud to say that I love all of you for helping me this dream come true for me, and I'm
Aw.
serious. Uh, Special thanks to Ed because you put the channel together and all the things, and then you know that some of us are working really busy, so you put all your hours together to put this to make it happen. And my annoying thing that I wanted a casino involved, and you put it in there. And special thanks to Lisa for to put on and then go help him because there's a lot of things that Ed needed help with. And a special thanks to Meow for techno and all the things that we don't get to understand that she does, and she's pretty quick at it. And
Mhm.
me and Colleen are the cheerleaders in the background with a big mouth,
That's
and then we
right.
just go up
Definitely
and then
not in the background.
and exactly, and then we just throw our ideas in there, and then we started this podcast together, and we wanted to work and then show people that this has never been made before, the casino part of it, and we got some good positive feed, and then hopefully by next year, we could grow.
Oh,
So
I can't wait
special
to do it
thanks.
again. And you know what, too? I think talking about our casino, we got to add that whole other extra level of us then starting to like fight for points and like the social strategy part of it. So that'll be fun. Now that we've got our toes wet, that it'll be good when we dive in next year. So
Yeah.
come back.
Oh yeah.
Sweet.
And it's a good thing I didn't talk too much today. I'm just recovering from bronchitis. So if I would have done anything on Monday, I would have no voice to do a podcast. So just starting to make sense. And then, but I closed my mic a few times for the cough part. But I'm okay, surviving. But yeah.
I'm glad to hear about her though.
Right? Thank goodness we could all be here for this one. I love it.
Yeah.
So just as a
Yay.
refresher there, Lisa, just in case anybody popped in that didn't hear,
Mhm.
what was that final tally for those end game results?
Our end
there?
game points, we
Yes.
had Dee made 1 point on her winner pick. Pauline made 0 points. Meow made 2 points.
Oh,
Hey.
Ed made 2 points.
hey!
And then I made 8 for my 8 plus
What?
2.
Dang, you go,
Nice.
girl.
10
You
points
go,
in the
girl.
end game.
Congrats.
Yeah, but I still say Ava owes us all money.
For
Oh,
sure. For
Agreed.
sure.
I mean, sending you love and support and good aura colors and all that jazz, but you still owe us money.
Good aura colors. Oh, you're killing me. Yeah, they didn't even go into that as much as I thought they would. You guys remember at the beginning of the season when she was talking about all that, like painting
Did she even? I'm
auras
sure
or
she told
something?
people in jury, but we never heard about it.
Yeah,
Right?
I heard her talk about it like the first week or something, and then I never heard more about it. Like, where all the, like, I thought she was gonna have portraits of all the house guests by the end of the
I
show.
mean, she
like-
did say
like,
that she
here's
did
your
not want
aura
to
and that
mention it
aura.
though.
Did she tell it
Oh,
to the jurors at all? I missed a jury segment. I think their only jury segment they had.
I didn't see any of the jury segments. I missed them all.
Yeah, I don't know if there was any kind of reveal about it.
Yeah, I don't because going
She should
into
have
the
been
game, she
painting their
didn't want
auras
to
the whole
talk about
season.
it because she
Yeah.
was like, oh, they might think it's like like
You know what would have
went
been
up
funny?
socially. So
Well,
Yeah.
what she should have done is she should have just done it. They don't know what she's doing, right? She should have just done a drawing or painting or whatever of, especially of the the final weeks or whatever of all the house guests, right? And if they were come by, because they have a lot of off time, and she's like, "What are you doing?" "Oh, I'm just," she didn't have to say the word aura. She just could have said, "Oh, I'm making paintings or what inspires me or something," and then at the end present them all with that's what I would have done.
that would have been
Present them all with
cute.
their own
Yes.
portrait or something. She could have made it work for her somehow in the house too, I think.
That
She
would
didn't
depend
do
on
it
if
very
they
well.
have something to write or paint with, because I don't know that that's a
maybe they
limitation in
don't.
the
I
Big
didn't
Brother
think of that.
house
Actually,
and possibly in jury.
I didn't think of that. You're right. Maybe they
Speaking of
don't.
that, Meow, did you guys notice? I didn't. I missed a bunch of live feeds in the last couple of weeks. But did you notice them giving out, like, you know how they used to do arts and crafts or little games or did they do any of that?
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think so either, actually.
No, I don't. I
No.
only see them play chess and stuff. I never seen anything else brought in the house.
Yeah,
whatsoever.
that's weird. They flopped on
They
that.
should do a ping pong table because that's more like we all know how to do that.
Or
I know they have
active.
the pool table, but I think a ping pong table would be fun. That
No,
would be my thing.
fast paced.
Yeah, and easy to pick up.
Hockey table would be fun.
I gotta say, as much as I didn't like the season with the twins,
Air
cast
hockey.
and Austin, that cast played so many games. They would set up bowls and pots and pans and teams and tournaments, and so it was way more interesting to watch the live feed.
Oh yeah.
But I guess you'd have to like each other's company to do that too, and these people
That's
did
true
not.
too.
I would have been in that season. People would have started having fun. I would have put the positive in the season.
Yeah, that's true. I could see that, Dee.
Yeah.
Injecting some laughter in there.
You
There you
gotta
go.
smile. Especially if you're gonna wake me up with screaming and you want to let me know why you start screaming. In national TV right now,
what?
I'm an old lady. You just woke me up. Explain to me why you woke me up. And they'll be like, huh?
Right.
You're going on the fucking block, bro.
No one plays with your food.
You woke me up. You chew too loud. You're pissing me off. I win.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Well, I guess the other thing I heard was Vince and his, uh, I guess,
Kayla?
partner of 7 years. Yeah, Kayla.
Kelsey.
Reunited.
Oh yeah, Kelsey.
excuse me. They reunited outside of the house.
Well, weren't they seen walking into a bank together? Okay.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah. A
so I
bank
guess
and in a parking lot.
Well, you know,
No one saw any. We didn't see any PDA, but
well,
who knows?
Julie said something interesting in an interview. She said that they had already they were in a long distance relationship. Yes, it had been 7
Different
years, but it
state.
already
Oh.
kind of feels. She said it.
Yeah.
She kind of feel like it was on its last leg anyway.
Yeah.
oh.
Julie said that, so I don't know if she knows more than we do
What
about
does
the
Julie
backstory.
know? Yeah, what does Julie know?
Right?
Yeah. I don't
Maybe.
know.
Who knows?
telling
But
Julie
I
what's going
guessed that halfway through when this started happening. I guessed that. I'm like, well, maybe they have a shitty 7-year relationship. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
maybe
it's
they don't even
long
like each other.
distance. Julie said they didn't even live in the same state or something. So I don't know. I don't get it.
Oh,
So
well,
Yeah.
yeah. So it's one of those kind of things. It's like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
I know this person for 7 years, but that's not the same thing as like we're going out every day or every week for, you know what I mean? It's not the same thing. If you're
Who
long
knows?
distance and you see each other 4 times a year or something.
I like to add one more thing to
Okay.
a special thank to Cash Wash. She's been here almost
Cash Wash?
For showing up.
every time she's been here supporting the channel. So
Live crew.
Shout out to Cash.
yeah,
Cass Wash.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Cass Wash.
Yes, wash.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, thank you for being here every time.
Yeah.
It's very cool of you.
Awesome.
Anything else that we want to talk about or get off our chests as far as what's going on in the world of Big Brother? Anything going on going forward with anybody?
Well, I want to make to see if we could make the other show pick some players.
Oh, Amazing Race?
Yes.
Oh,
It is Big Brother.
So Amazing Race has some Big Brother players in it.
Ooh, we
Yeah.
should use the chips we ended with in this casino to bet on Amazing Race. Ooh,
Yeah, if you want it.
keep our chips rolling over, bring them back to the casino.
Yeah.
Another thing we can do is we can talk about who we have in here. I have already the photos loaded up of the cast of Amazing Race. And I guess we're going to start right now with, let's get in here. This is Tucker and Eric.
Tucker and Eric. A good pair.
Yes. They were in Tucker was in season 26, and this is his brother Eric. They're going to be competing in the Amazing Race. And what do we think about them so far? It's been 2 episodes in.
They're gonna go far. They might even win that. That's Cash Wash team.
Okay.
That's Pass's Tucky.
Tucky.
Yeah, that's his new name. To me, I've been calling Tucky from the start. I love Tucky.
We got, look at that, Taylor and Kylan.
Yeah.
You got to think that they're going to probably be favorites to win this, right? A champion.
Nice couple,
Kylan.
though. Nice couple. I didn't know they're gonna end up together.
Well, they're not together yet, Dee. Taylor said that they're using this and the chance at $1 million to find out if they should really be together.
Ah.
A champion and Kylan. So let's see how well they do.
Kylan is down to hurt.
Seems like he knows her really well, too.
Hello. Got my little girls.
That's crazy, right? Look at them.
Yeah, and Tucker and Rubina are still together. I remember when we talked about them last time, we were thinking
Yep.
like, oh, if they're on separate teams, but no, it's because they paired everyone up except for Taylor. They paired everyone up with a family member, not a reality.
Also from season 26, along with Tucker, exactly. And
Yeah.
Taylor and Kylan were on seasons 24 and 23, respectively.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Taylor won season 24. So we got next Natalie and Stephanie. Natalie was on season 17, I believe, with she was paired up with James, Asian James. If everybody
Yes,
remembers him from
James.
Texas, the prankster in the house, and he's this was Natalie that was with him, and she was a good competitor when she was on. I don't really remember too much more than she was.
I liked her. She was funny.
Well, funny, but she was also. Uh,
Not gonna say it.
She was physical. You know what I mean? She knew
played.
how to.
Yeah,
she could
she
comp.
played.
Yes, exactly.
She's
So,
a gymnast or a cheer,
something like that. Yeah. So she's capable and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is somebody from Taylor season. This is
Turner.
Turner.
Megan. Turner and Megan.
Turner and Megan. So they're on the Amazing Race. They're married now, so they're the Matt Turner and Megan Turner.
Eminem.
And there is still going too. There were 2 episodes in. I think they're still in it. So
Yeah.
let's see how they go. Okay, so here's Kat and Alex. This is from Cliff's season. Kat Dunn
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
her now boyfriend, good friend, and now turned boyfriend, Alex.
Yeah.
And they're competing. She was having a breakdown per Kat, but has bounced back, and she's a pretty good competitor too when she's into it. And she's also like Natalie as far as being athletic like that, or at least used to be. She's a podcaster now, pretty
Yeah. I used to love their Amazon lives. Her and Alex would show products on Amazon Live.
Now, here's a fan favorite from amongst a lot of people here. This is Joseph.
Joseph.
His brother Adam. So they're competing together in the Amazing Race in the hopes of winning the big prize. And I think
Also,
that they have a
Taylor's
pretty good chance.
ex-boyfriend.
Ooh, there's a little drama there. He was also on Taylor's season. So how many season 24 alum do we have here?
I don't know, but they're all conspiring against Kat.
That's crazy, and it's
Just
true.
kidding. You're right.
Oh, so anyway, yeah, we've got Joseph and Adam. They're going to probably team up with some people here and do well in this game. Oh, here's my boys. What is this? It's Jag and Jazz.
Jag and Jazz.
I dare you to tell me which one is which. Go ahead. Go ahead.
They're both ugly. So which one do I pick? The ugliest one?
Anyway, Jag's in the front and Jazz is being piggybacked. So for those that don't know.
Well, he carries everyone through these games.
Exactly right. He puts everything on his back and he wins. That's just how it is.
The mastermind at work.
And so these guys have won the first 2 legs of the Amazing Race already. So isn't that something?
Yeah.
Uh-oh, look at this. It's Izzy and her fiance. Huh? Yeah, Izzy and her fiance Paige.
Paige, that's right. That's right.
So they're together, and she was on season with Jag, in fact. So they're on season 25 together.
Mm-hmm.
But
she does not like Jag at all, correct?
Yeah.
I believe that they don't like each other, but I also think that they don't really know each other or anyone else in the game like they know each other. So maybe there'd be a chance there of something. Who knows? but we'll see. Are they going to hurt each other or stay neutral or help each other? I don't know. It has yet to be seen. They're both still in it, so Jag and Izzy. So will be interesting to see where they keep going from here. And let me just say too that Izzy has surprised me with placing, not last. Do you know what I mean? She's like in the middle of the pack, just like all the good teams are in the beginning of the season. So my hat's to her. It's better than I thought it would be. Hannah, and that's only because of the competition that they're up against, of course. Hannah and Simone, another good pair right here. They're sisters. And Hannah, of course, was on Kylan's season, in fact. So there's another connection there with Kylan and Taylor.
In the cookout season.
Exactly right. So that was with Kylan, and Kylan's with Taylor, and Taylor is with her season 24 people like Izzy, or not Izzy, but who did we just talk about a second ago? It doesn't matter. Anyway, so Joseph, yeah. So there's more connections there. So that's cool for them. Next, we got Enzo and Jack.
Oh my God, so funny.
His younger brother, Enzo and Jack. I didn't have high hopes for them going into this. And I was right to think that, as they were the first team eliminated.
Mr. Meow Meow.
They were the first team eliminated from the competition.
They're just cartoon characters.
Yeah, he's the Meow Meow. I mean, but it wasn't anything to do with them doing the competitions. It was them getting lost in directions or whatever. So
just being a couple of bananas. That's what they are.
Exactly it. So that's they were really just playing up the whole thing. So they got their airtime. They did it. I think it was dead pitch night time when they finally showed up and started talking with Phil. So
oh God.
Everybody else going in there during the day, but Enzo and Jack. Okay, so we got another Jack in here with Chelsea and her father, Jack. Chelsea was the champion of last season 26 Big Brother, and her father, Jack. So what do you think about their chances? They're also right there with Izzy in the middle of the pack, not really coming in last, but not dominating and coming in first either. Right, exactly where I think you want to be in the early part of things. Dee, I know you've seen it.
I love her dad's a firefighter. So those are my heroes. So those are a good team for me.
Okay, yeah, I like them too. I think they're going to go far. They seem to have a good offsetting strength set, skill set. So they should fill in each other's blanks and whatnot, and I think they'll probably do well. And there's only one team left. That's Angela and her daughter Lexi. And as I'm happy to say that Angela and Lexi have been eliminated.
We left the game already. I'm so happy.
See ya.
Yeah. So you're no longer on my TV, and because this is a game of
unless she's on Dr.
merit.
Phil again.
Well, it's more of a merit-based game on Amazing Race, and this really just kind of shows you what her merit was in the game. So
yeah, that's
go.
true.
She's gonna show up on Dr. Phil. I wouldn't doubt.
And it's not her overall; it's her compared to her castmates. Because she still has to compete against other people.
Yeah.
So there you go. So that's the entire cast of.
Ed.
Thank you for the selfie, Ed.
Yeah, thank you.
Hello,
You're
handsome.
looking
Yeah.
good this evening.
Yes,
You're
thank
looking
you.
fine this evening, Ed.
What a dapper young man.
I'm
you
a
are.
bet point. It's your dad.
Whatever you're using on your skin, it's working. Looks wonderful.
I am betting that's your dad. That's your dad.
Did you like my suit?
I liked your suit. Very
Can we get
nice.
another look at
Very
it? Let's see.
dapper. It's a very dapper.
Let's see
I
one
like-
final look at your facha.
Now, don't mind my ears.
Oh, the joy. The
Okay.
joy.
I love
those
the
are-
smile. It's
And
adorable.
they're my teeth. They're my teeth.
That's what I
So-
figured.
All of
I
them?
thought they probably were. Yeah.
All
Looks
of
like-
those?
It looks to be like they're all yours. Yep.
Those
They're
pearly
mine.
whites.
No falsies.
Wow,
mine.
give me the name of your dentist. I'll fly to
I
Florida
think
for those
this is a
chocolate.
part of your
God.
family picture, but I think that's just your father. And
I've
the,
got-
the
I've
part
got-
that's missing, you're in there somewhere with your mom.
I've got eyebrows.
You have eyebrows?
I do.
Yes.
They just
Like
don't,
in this picture?
they just don't come through in the
my God,
photograph.
Dad.
That's all.
I'm glad
the
you have
lighting.
eyebrows. I'm glad you have
But I am-
eyebrows. I'm glad
but
you have
I'm happy
eyebrows
to be
then, because
here.
I don't.
I'm happy to be here though. I am
At the
happy
ripe
to be
age
here,
of 97.
and I got my suit on and everything, so I'm real happy to be here.
Our most
Excellent.
distinguished Big Brother podcaster in the
Yeah.
world.
Exactly.
Enough of me though. Enough of
Do you
me.
actually? Hey Ed, do you actually play that grand piano back there?
That's in his foyer.
That's the
Your foyer. That's in his foyer. That's in the
Ed, you
I
gotta
am
have
so
us
happy I
over
was
like
not
that. Like,
drinking anything.
That's in
Oh.
the antechamber.
I would have had juice everywhere on my fucking
That's
laptop.
in
You would
the
have
chamber.
I'm still laughing. Yeah, I can't help it.
If your ladies wants to come back next Saturday, we could make her a pick. Whatever you want to decide, I'm ready to do that.
yeah,
we can
sure,
even talk about Survivor as well. I don't care.
Oh, Survivor. Okay,
Oh,
we
my.
can't start on that one. We'll be here till 2 a.m.
I'll make my pick now.
Your
Jag and his brother are gonna win this whole thing.
Jag and Jazz.
Oh,
Yeah, they're gonna win the
First
whole
of
thing.
all, we have to press the thing that Lisa did, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you cannot pick first, my lady.
Oh, you mean our order?
Yeah.
That's okay, D.
Oh,
No one else
Pauline
is
is always cheating.
D. It's okay. No one else in their right mind is gonna pick those two.
Exactly. So, but I still need to
Okay,
know
good,
which
And
one.
not you. I mean, so don't worry.
I know.
She's not stealing your man.
Oh fuck no. Nope. I have a couple of them I would like to have. That's about it. Not a fan of all of them, but a few of them. So yeah.
anyway,
Cool.
So
just before we close up here, we're just going to touch on it before we close up. The Survivor cast. There were rumors that 2 people from this cast were going to be in Survivor's 50th season.
Siri.
When they announced the cast, they announced 2 blank spots for 2 members of this cast to be representing on season 50.
Oh.
Do we know who that is?
Oh, who might that be?
I don't know.
Like who we think or if we've heard?
If we've heard, because I believe it's already been kind of leaked, but I'm not 100% sure
Oh,
because
you're making me want to go swipe
spoiled
through X.
Yeah, because I haven't spoiled myself, so I don't know exactly. I was just wanting to know if anybody else knew, but
Okay.
I guess not. So
No, I have no idea.
I guess we'll
about
keep
Survivor.
I guess-
Yeah, keep it
I
for
guess
next
we'll
week. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll keep the mystery a mystery then. But yeah, there's definitely though. This is what I can confirm. I can confirm that there are 2 spots in the announcement of the season 50 cast that have been to be determined by 2 members of this cast right here.
Okay.
And I would imagine, and this is just my speculation going forward, that I would imagine it would have to be 2 people that made an impact on this season, right? That either got far or just showed some outstanding gameplay in order to be people worthy of season 50, because they're bringing back the heavy hitters for their season 50.
Oh, that's tough. Who do we think in the first couple of episodes?
That is tough, right? I don't know.
Mm.
Is it gonna be because the speculation, the rumors that I've heard is that here, let me see if I can find them. The rumors that I've heard is that it's gonna be, hold on, let me find it. Oops. Oh, this is one of them right here. This is, in case anybody doesn't know, this is Savannah. She's been getting some airtime as far as talking to the camera. She's like, I'm not here for the kumbaya. I'm here to just, I'm just here to get along for the moment. I'm going to tie myself to this yogi. She's the one that's talking to the camera mostly.
Yeah, I call her Parv.
Yeah, exactly.
Parvati.
She's trying to be Parvati. Exactly.
Those are some big shoes to fill, though, lady.
I agree with that.
Game
Not ready.
And then the other person that
Black Widow.
The other person people are talking about is this guy Rizzo. He's the one who was way behind in the competition, where he had to figure out a puzzle and then dig out a ship wheel, spin it to get the flag to go up. But
I already picked that kid to win.
Wow, to win the game. That's crazy, bro. So it's possible that he might be going to 50 then, for all we know, because those are the names that I heard that were going to 50. So.
Rizzo would be a good pick.
Yeah.
This is somebody else that's been getting some screen time that may or may not be doing something is Jake. Jake is the Canadian from Edmonton. He was an Australian, what is it called? A male stripper, Chippendale from Australia.
Oh, the Outback down under?
Yes.
Oh, what are they called?
So there's Jake. He's been whoa.
Sorry, guys, I have a little something that came up, so I'll leave you to talk about Survivor.
Oh,
have fun, everyone. And
all right, thanks, Meow.
Good night, Meow.
Bye, Meow. Thank you. Yeah, the Australia's Thunder from Down Under. That's what they're called.
That's crazy, bro.
It's a 90-minute interactive performance with choreographed dance and flashing lights. Just in case anybody was wondering.
You got it all figured out here.
Let's keep it PG-13 here.
I did. I definitely did.
Alrighty then.
And there's some other people that have stuck out to me, like Jason. Jason is he announced himself on the beach as being someone who was the alternate, and he only found out he was going to be going on Survivor just the night before. Yeah. So right before he went to bed, he found out. He woke up to get ready to go on the boat to Survivor. So that's how he's telling his story. He has to be expecting the unexpected, and he has to do all this kind of stuff. He's shown his mettle in the puzzles, so I'm kind of liking this dude as far as one of my picks go.
Definitely showing it in the puzzles for sure.
He's my Austin, except Austin couldn't beat D. I think he might be able to beat whoever.
Oh, I think so.
I don't see D.
I love the season with D's in there. My name's in there. I love it.
Yeah, I don't see it.
The challenge this season.
Yeah, she's all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else sticking out to anybody? Anybody else have anyone?
I want to give it another show before I decide, because I have a few of them, but I don't remember their name right now.
Sure.
I want to just go back and
take a look.
Yeah, my brain function will come back to normal when my bronchitis stop bugging me.
Well, I think this is if there's anything else, then I think this is as good a time as any to call it here. Any last words from anyone?
Well, it's been a good year. I appreciate all you guys' time and moments, and let's do it again next season, and let's continue with the other shows.
That sounds good. We'll see. We'll have a little powwow about what we're gonna post on X.
Okay.
And if we're gonna share some spoilers of other shows that we know of, or like Ed said, finding out some inside scoop on things. But yeah, check us out on Instagram and X, Locked In RTV, Reality TV. See where we go
Right.
next.
Colleen, anything to add?
No, I'm
Oh,
just pretty much glad though that this season of BB is over.
We get to breathe and sleep,
Yeah,
Sleep. What the hell is that?
exactly.
right?
I know.
well, I guess the only thing left to do at this time then is to say goodnight to everyone.
Thank
All right,
you,
everybody. Good
everybody.
night.
Good night.
See you. Good night. See you later.
Night.
Bye.
Night.